going to be murdered by a cloud.
Wow.
Nope.
Why do I
thought you
picture
said a
like you
clown.
sneaking around with a
Yep.
Pink Panther theme song?
That's Sherry.
Yeah. That's Sherry.
No. Christina says no
I
to the
would
C
say
word.
if I had to choose, probably in a fiery gas explosion that would also take out my murderer.
You could wake
Well,
up.
guess what? That's
No.
not happening.
Ah, you're right. I won't be murdered.
The dagger's right up there. You know where it's at. What? What? What?
Fuck
Say
you!
it again. Say it again.
Fuck all of you!
Hi, chat.
Why, hello there.
No. I refuse to say hi.
Oh, how do I speak?
How does one word?
All right. So
I'll speak word good.
let me close out Twitter because it's in my way.
How to speak? No. I'm from up north.
Let me close
And
out
so
of
I'm
it,
like
and then
Jon
I'm gonna
Snow.
continue on.
I almost thought you were a race car of no.
Nope. Shit.
No. It's because it's Jon Snow is how I remember what people up north sound like. You know, the folk from up Dales. Whereas I'm from Sit River.
Does whatever a mama blood does.
I would like
friend
to
got
see
ticket
the
from that, right?
Mama Blood. I bet
What?
she's
I told you a friend of mine got a ticket from that, right? He was driving and he was making that.
Yeah.
I'm not Genie, so it doesn't
Somebody got
work.
a ticket from that.
He was going too fast. He was making race car noises.
He was making race cars noises and he forgot to take his foot off the gas. So he just kept on
Beautiful.
going.
Let me close out Epic and Arc because for some reason they decided that they're gonna, you know.
Because you need to play more Borderlands, Lori.
I know I do. I haven't beaten it yet.
Genie playing Borderlands.
That'd be the funniest thing.
Fucking hilarious. I should do that.
Pagini and Steve.
All right,
Yeah,
you
Genie is
guys.
Steve.
Let's get this party started.
No.
And Pagini's just like, but we can make friends, and then Steve, fuck
So
them.
I lost my music. Where did it go? So last week we ended off after you guys had talked to
We ended off on
Foma.
King Nydeus.
Foma had transported you guys to Nico. Nico was kind enough to transport you guys close enough to where you
After he tried to steal a book.
figured
Hey, it's
Missing delegation.
technically her book.
Yeah.
you
Was it
Look
the
it up.
smut book? Because I want to read this.
it was a smut
It
book.
was a smart book.
You get into the cave and find Asher severely wounded. Still as a giant fuck off wolf.
Nilo fixed.
You find Ibeorn, Robin, and Mithriel. Ibeorn and Robin are tired and a little hurt, but they'll be alright.
For now.
Mithriel is guarding a fox that he has chained to the floor of the cave with diamond chains that he has somehow crafted from the floor. And we left off with this rather lovely noise. Except a lot
but
louder.
healed everyone. Everyone got healed a lot. Oh no.
Yeah, Asher and stuff got healed by.
I'll turn the music down a bit. Oh, that's angry dog noises!
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
No, it's just Asher's just got a low growl going on right now, so
Nilo's gonna slide in between Asher and Hesperos.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't know.
and that's where we left off.
Is he like fully waking up? We good to go?
He's waking up right now, and that's where we left off was him growling and waking up. So what are you guys doing?
I mean, V's a rabbit with like a little amulet thing with the crane facing.
Yeah. I
Raiders,
mean,
so
V's also further in.
yeah, she's with Mithriel.
Yeah, V is with Mithriel, which actually for the chat, I will post his lovely face.
The rest of us are out with Asher as he's waking up, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Well, provided we can't make him complacent, which should be relatively easy.
Lord Asser, it's just us, a bunch of your friends. You can calm down. There's no danger.
He'd recognize a couple of us. At least.
He would recognize a few cents, but he also has a few cents that he doesn't
recognize.
know.
Yeah, doesn't recognize, which is not good.
That is Mithril for you, chat.
It is Montreal for us.
I just realized the non-colored version looks like it would fit perfectly on a wanted poster.
I mean,
He's probably got a few.
random in the background, just.
He could get it.
But yeah, so you guys are trying to
It's like
Yes.
most of the men in the fair.
You're trying to get through to Asher. Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm letting them lead
Nilo,
because
try.
I don't know this guy.
You've heard of him, Septimus, but you don't know. You've never met him
Yeah.
in person, and you've never seen him in his animal form. That is,
Nope.
you've seen Thor Ragnarok. You've seen Fenris try make
Yep,
that
that-
slightly bigger.
That's a big wolf.
Slightly
and he's
bigger and
very
different
small.
coloration, but
Yeah.
yes.
But
Small
only
cave.
about 3 inches taller. Only that much.
You know, just
You know, a couple pounds heavier.
wow. Don't tell him he's fat. Jesus, no wonder he's growling.
No, because of muscle. God.
But yeah, so are you trying to persuade Asher, because he's just waking up. He's gonna have to realize what's going on. Actually, let me roll to see if he recognizes Nilo.
I'll roll if you want me to roll something. That doesn't sound good.
No, that's fine.
What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Here we go. 6.
Oh, you're
Hey,
lucky he rolled well. So Asher,
I don't know if random just.
this is without his modifiers.
Oh, good.
18.
16 without his modifiers.
Oh, good.
So he
It's better
starts.
Nilo roll that than Halgrim. That's a 3-point difference.
Nilo, he's a little distracted by the wolf smell next to you and the strong smell of the fox that now seems to have doubled. And except
yeah.
for half of the fox smells off and wrong, and the other half smells just like a fox. So he's confused.
So it smells like fox, and then a
Alright.
fox that's fucked up.
Damn, I've healed your wounds. You might be all right. The other fox you smell is Rathius. He's here. He's fine.
The growling kind of slows a little bit, and he starts huffing and smelling. And you're very close to his head.
Yep. Yep.
Wham!
He's gonna
He-
slowly reach behind and gently push Hesperos back a few paces, like back up, back up, back up, back up.
She actually kind of resists a little bit.
All right, then Nilo stops.
No, okay.
She
You're a grown woman.
resists. She resists a little bit. Like, she's not gonna. She knows it's stupid to try and stay in front of him if he's gonna. He fell asleep, you guys.
Of course.
What did you put in his juice, Randall?
The good stuff.
He needed a nap though, like badly. I wanna go put a. Can you like throw a blanket on him or something?
Just put Derby on him.
That's why he was being such a little pill, because he needed a nap.
I mean, that's usually why I'm always like that. I always bring it up.
But yeah, so Asher kind of lowers his, like, he kind of gets himself up off the ground because he was laying down, and he kind of in the process of that growling, he kind of gets himself up and lowers his head and just kind of like sideways looks at Blood Mage, or Nilo and Espy, and kind of just sighs, and you just see him shrink back to his normal self. His
Nilo-
clothes are all like tattered and torn, and he looks very pissed off about that, but like
Just got these tailored, damn it.
just got this vest now. He looks at
It was a gift from Thorian. Now it's ruined. He would be upset about that.
he would.
Yep.
I
Asher
mean,
loves him
who
husband.
wouldn't, you monsters?
He
Yeah,
looks-
but Asher
and
loves him husband
he
and
does.
also high fashion.
He's
Wait, that's Forian's husband. Okay.
yeah. So
Wait.
those of you who haven't met Asher, you see this giant silver and black and white wolf just shrink down into a man. It's probably about 6'4" long curly red hair, silver eyes. He's wearing some dapper clothing that's got this nice fancy silk embroidery on it.
Or at least would, if it wasn't all fucked up.
It's torn and tattered, and he still looks like fancy as fuck in it anyway.
Oh yeah.
And he's
I
got
like what you got going on. It's like a rustic fancy. It's nice.
It really upsets me because I don't have mending, and my other wizard character has mending, and I'm like, I'm gonna fix it so
Mending
bad.
would have been your one chance to make a good impression.
Yep.
He kind
A
of just
green flame
looks
blade
around.
instead.
Yeah, let me fix those.
Oh,
Whoops.
oh.
And that's when Septimus gets bitten.
I
Not
mean,
by the wolf, just by
consensually.
Asher.
But yeah, Asher's just he kind of looks around for a second. He's still kind of like trying to focus.
Yeah, he's still fucking weary.
Hey, you got any wounds left that you need healing? I still got a few that I can pump out. You know, it's all natural.
No, thank you. Where's the fox?
Which one?
Rothius is right
What do
there.
you mean which? Fox
I don't
just
know.
kind of like
About the other one,
waves. No, oh, okay. And he looks back and sees Mithril, like... Mithril, at this point, because V has provoked him, is sitting, like, crouched down like this, and he's got his daggers... I swear to God. He's got his daggers in his hands, like, down in his...
Also going, I swear to God.
Yeah,
Swear to
probably.
mother.
But...
Fucking V.
She's pissed Mithril off. Like,
No, it's because I was moving the chair.
Yeah, she was, like,
What?
shaking my
Always had
chair.
a thing.
Why do I feel like that's not an uncommon occurrence for V to
It's
piss
not.
Mithril off?
But yeah, so Asher sees him in the back with chained down and Mithril, and he's like, just okay, all right,
Did you
alright.
see the rabbit?
What's
I mean, she's small.
yeah?
She's
What
black.
the fuck is with this dice in the 16th?
Oh, she actually turned into a rabbit.
Yeah,
She's
she's a rabbit, but she's holding a little.
He
amulet.
sees the rabbit, but he kind of like raises an eyebrow. It's like, why are you feeding the fox? Why
no,
are you feeding the
that's
fox?
Not,
That
No,
is-
no, don't you touch my fox. No.
That is not.
that's our friend V. She's a puka.
Yes. There's been lots of
Asher's
strange
magic.
circumstances, and I mean, how
Yeah.
what in the
I
time
don't-
you've been gone.
Alright, has anyone... Okay. How long have I been out?
I look towards the other people that we rescued.
Yeah.
Robin will kind of do this and be like... 3 days.
Yeah. 3. There's a time. Okay, days.
3 days.
Alright, I'm sure that Thorian's already sent out to search party, so I need to call him. And we need to get the fox back to the... We need to get the fox away from here. Did you get bitten, any of you, by him? Did you fight the
no.
fox?
He was disabled when they go through.
But about that, do you remember that blight I told you about that was like in the woods? It's turning
The one
people
that
white.
you took
Yeah,
care of?
yeah, that's why my hair is white now. And I'll just like a dog that did something it knows is wrong. Just take off the glove. Like, yep, I got it.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So Nikolai is taking care of it, kind of.
Okay. All right. You know
It's
what?
all good.
You know
It's
what?
being treated. Oh god. I have some other news that I would need to tell you in private, though.
He's doing that like this.
Yeah.
Just like, God damn it, Nilo. What?
Yes. It's like.
What
really,
else have you-
It's really important that only you hear it. It's like very important, actually. That yeah.
Like when we get back.
Okay.
Not right now. I need to deal with that. And he points into the back at Ramus.
Mm-hmm.
And Ibeorn's just still like he looks
Still
over
has-
and he sees Ibeorn with Nora and he kinda like cocks his head a little bit and Robin's just like and he's
Nora's
like
occasionally poking her head up, and then just like going back to the bottom.
Asher's just like oh
Just like a dog peeking out the window. Just
Asher just does this. And he's like, there's so much
Well,
that I need to take care of when I get home.
I just
Yes,
want to point out. I mean,
that
you were out
is.
for 3 days. Just don't get your ass kicked next time.
I don't get my ass kicked.
Well, what
Unless
happened then?
I wasn't expecting certain things to come out of the fox. And certain things came out of the fox.
I thought, well, you gotta always be expecting the worst. I'm sorry.
We'll talk
I
about
don't-
this later.
yes. It's not important right now. We need to figure out how the fuck to get out.
Well, yeah, how we gonna do that?
And Mithriel kind of looks up and he just, Helgrim,
Uh-huh.
V,
Yeah,
you
V,
would-
she's right there.
Helgrim and V, you guys wouldn't recognize. Mithriel kind of dangles a amulet, and
Uh-huh.
it's a night court sentinel amulet. It's not a summer court; it's a night
Right.
court amulet. And Mithriel kind of
Right.
dangles it, and he's like, "I've already called them to take us home,
I'm just... Right.
but we couldn't transport you like that." And he like motions to Asher.
Yeah, motions to Asher. And gets wearing off random. And with another.
It's his allergies are bothering
I
him.
know.
I'll give him some cough medicine later. I can't.
Kentucky hates him too.
Yep.
Probably.
But yeah, Asher's just like, okay. Boom, 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 everything okay.
He's just got the expression of, God damn it.
Yeah, pretty much, because now he's gotta go home and explain things.
He's got to explain a lot of shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My microphone was being weird.
I'm so sleepy. Alright. So, Asher kind of just stretches for a minute, trying to get used to being on two legs again. After several days of not.
Yeah, after several days of being in wolf.
Anyone need some food while we wait? We got rations.
I can always give you a massage. Hello, my name is Septimus. It's lovely to meet you. I'm very skilled with my hands.
He kind of looks at you for a second.
I don't. God, that was. God damn it.
And
Listen,
he's like,
I waited like 5 whole
On
minutes.
brand.
I'm proud of myself.
waited
And,
like
like
5
he just
whole
like
minutes.
gives me like
Even though she's all the way in next to
he's
Mitsu.
like-
Just how come looks at Septimus and just.
I waited.
I mean, it is an improvement at least.
Asher kind of like,
Asher's just looking at Helgrim like, what have you gotten yourself into?
yeah, he looks at Helgrim and like raises an eyebrow, but then he looks at Septimus is like, and then goes and sits down. Listen, Asher only goes one direction.
Oh, I know. I am full aware. That's just why Helgrim's sighing like, God damn it. No. We have important things to deal with.
This is always important, but you are absolutely right. Is your
Ash-
husband okay?
Just a note about Asher. He's a flirt, but he may not
But he-
always follow through on the flirt.
Yeah. He's Septimus.
Except a lot more serious.
Wait, who was that question directed to, though? Was it directed at Asher or Helgrim?
Helgrim. How's your husband?
I mean, you could just ask him. He's right there.
Yeah, haven't been introduced.
Septimus is like that just school friend, that new school friend. It's just like, hi, in the back.
Robin,
new
Septimus. Septimus, Robin. Introduced. There you go.
Robin just kind of does like a little half-hearted bow.
Yeah, he tries to go for the full thing and starts falling over, and I'm just, nope.
Do you need healing? I can also do very limited healing, but I will do it for you.
Only for
Or-
$9.99.
Or I could summon my healing spirit. against
Septimus
it
is
and-
fucking Billy Mays.
Yep.
He's
Oh,
trying
no.
to make a good impression.
What about you fella back there? Do you need healing? You good? I can fix you up real nice.
No, I'm good. I'm
you
good for now. Just save it in case this one decides he's gonna act out again.
I mean, I am a fan of preventative measures. Is he lying to me? Is he wounded and you're not telling me? That's not okay. May I roll a medicine check?
Yeah, you can roll inside your medicine.
22.
He's fine. He's the only one that's really not all that injured.
Oh, well, look at that.
Helgrim's just gonna start heading down that way.
He's just playing with his daggers in his
Mhm.
hands. He's got the rest of you notice that in his hands, Mithriel's hands, he's got two daggers, but they're not normal daggers. They're iron, they're like a weird combination of iron and mithril with
Mhm.
ashwood inlay in the blades. Like these daggers are meant to kill and keep things dead and kill them
They're meant to
quickly.
kill fucking anything.
Yeah, like he doesn't play with his
Oh
weapons.
no. No. Why do
you
you think I
notice-
entrusted Mithril?
You notice on his side, he's got a rapier that's of the same sort of make, like the mithril and iron and ashwood combination. I'm gonna have to deal with that in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Just,
suddenly started coughing so bad.
just a quick question. Does iron stink to Faye?
It
Does it have a
smells
smell?
bad. Yeah.
So Mithril's dealing with that constantly. But
Except
He's
for
used
he's
to
so
it.
Used to it.
yeah, that's true.
Mithril's
Nah,
so
let's
used
just
to it.
stop.
Septimus. It's carrying around a bag of iron powder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Asher would have noticed that. He doesn't trust you.
Made bad life choices. Put up smart. I'm moving on.
So the rest of you are going back to Mithril?
I mean,
Can I
at least
move?
Helgrim is.
No, you are like bear hugged right now.
Oh, so that's why he's called the Winter Bear.
You ain't going nowhere.
He gives good hugs.
So, who's all
I'm just
going?
gonna... At Nora, just like... I'm following Helgrim.
If V's probably gonna hear this, and you're just gonna see her back legs sort of scratch back, because she's obviously a rabbit. She can't communicate, but she's just kind of like.
Septimus will message you, go, Nora's shacked up with him. That's fun.
She's
It's
not even
just
paying
gonna
attention to you
reply,
guys.
It's pretty obvious.
So, are you gonna try to wake the fox up?
No.
V?
I'm not going to.
Does
he
he
is-
look like he's completely out?
He's out.
or-
Like, he is out. Mithril knocked him he gave him a good knock to the noggin. Like,
She's gonna boop his nose.
And like that,
That
you've
little
been
fu-
devoured. Or Mithril is about to punt you to the end of the cave.
Mithril
Yes.
told her she could do one thing. And if it goes south, he will deal with it. For the chat, she's going up to this massive fox that's probably the size of, like,
A Clydesdale horse.
A large
maybe even
truck.
bigger.
I mean, like an 18-wheeler.
fucking grizzly bear. And
Mm-hmm. And pooping on the snoot.
so
Boop.
As a tiny rabbit.
yeah, food.
But I have a plan.
Okay, I want you to roll me 2 things.
Okay. As rabbit stats or
Yes.
as bee stats? Rabbit
No,
stats?
no, as a rabbit, you fucked up now.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that's fine.
I
You're a
want you to
rabbit.
make a dex check and a strength check.
Alright.
Ooh.
And then
Okay.
a saving
So-
throw. Oh god.
Well.
Alright. This is my strength.
A dex save and a strength check. Sorry.
Oh yeah. This is my strength check. Save. Yeah. Whatever the strength one is.
Strength check. Dex
Yeah.
save.
Dex save, strength check.
D20. -4.
Yup.
Just not 20. You'll be
2
fine.
minus 2 is my strength one.
-2.
Negative
Uh,
2, well done.
Rabbits
then,
are,
yeah.
known for their strength.
Huntable?
And then this is my dex.
You're about to get eaten.
Or
One.
eaten.
Yeah. Yeetin.
17. Still got it.
Yeah. I've done that. -2
you
is
though?
gonna screw you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Rabbit shouldn't have done it.
Too bad. She's. Well, it's actually hair stats, but she's
Well,
actually
still.
a hare, not a rabbit. But like, yeah.
The strength of a hare is double a rabbit, so 2 instead of 1.
Right. No, I mean, it's at least a 2 because it's a -4 and not a -5.
Yeah, hair is like 3 strength -4.
Yeah.
Dex is a 13 plus 1. Con is a 8. Intelligence is a 2. Wisdom is a 12. And charisma is a 4. And I have 1 HP.
So what happens, Ori?
Okay. So
Yeah. I like how Ori and Random were both looking like,
I had to pull up some stats.
Oh, no.
V,
Yeah.
Ron.
what's your dex? 17?
Yep. But I have an armor class of 11. So.
Amazing.
Plus 11 to hit.
Okay. So you boop him on the nose. What are you doing?
Fixing it.
You boop him on the nose. And now they rolled over again. He kind of starts to stir,
Okay.
and then he sniffs. And he doesn't go out with his mouth. You see him try to yank a paw up and swipe at you, but the chain stops him just short of your face. Like, here's your face, here's the claw on his paw. Like,
He
got
just wanted to
some of your-
poop you back.
you
Your
just
hair
about
trimmed.
got jokes.
Hey.
And he's growling. And
She gives him a
Mithril is
high
on his
five.
feet now. What?
She gives him a high five.
I will be right back. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with you. I just need to take care of something. Sorry, it's just sudden.
That means he just got like a 19.
Oh, so sorry.
sees that his foot is not working and tries to snap at you and finds himself pinned down by the head by Mithriel. He rolls a
Oh.
Yay.
Mithriel's
like
just
that.
got him like you guys see Mithriel just like he moves fast and he is up and he just slams the fox's head into the floor. And you hear this audible clack as his teeth just snap together.
Ow.
Mithriel don't play.
I don't know.
V gives Mithriel like a rabbit look that says, like, she's not happy.
I fucking told you. I told you, rabbit. If he goes, I'm gonna put him down.
She makes like audible like spitting sounds. I
And
guess.
he's pointing at you with the other hand with the dagger, like, don't try me right now.
She boops his nose again.
The fox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I gotta make a save for Mithriel because now he's gonna start thrashing about.
It's like the dagger's pointing at her, and she's just kind of like she's got her little paw up, and it's that
Don't-
she's looking at it, and he's like, don't.
It's like, yeah,
That's interesting.
boop.
That's the Matt Mercer dice.
I appreciate this.
The
So
20
Miss
is
is
a
like,
book.
what the fuck?
This by this point, the boop, the third boop, is literally her puka side just going, I'm not listening to you. Boop.
What's your AC again?
11.
11.
Okay.
With an HP of 1.
He goes to try and snap again, and Mithriel with a nat 20 coming into the fight. Just, again, head face into the floor, like, slams his head into the floor, and he decides to be sneaky, and you don't see his claw come up from behind you and just boom.
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna roll damage if you have 1 HP.
Yeah.
I mean,
She pops
does
up.
it transfer over?
It should, yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
because we based it on the druid transformation,
Where's my
so
D10?
it will transfer over to.
Oh no, who's hitting my fucking rabbit? No, I'm not having it.
The fox.
You
she gets
take
pissed
8.
off.
Ow. You take 8 slashing
I mean,
damage.
that's fine.
Alright, so that's.
She can
minus
piss anybody else
Happens
what
when
she
you
wants to.
boop the giant
And
fox.
at this point, Mithriel sees him do that. And Asher as well. And Mithriel starts forming another chain out of he's got some sort of spell he's weaving with his other hand, and he's got another chain of diamond. It's just coming over to the back of his neck just to pull him down to the ground and keep him there. And he is snarling and snapping the whole time, trying to anyway, like the alligator thing, but it's like, it looks like fucking Steve Irwin on top of a crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal? Is the diamond thing normal? Is the fox thing normal? Why is V poking? Stop. No. No. Don't.
Because she thinks she has a plan, but I think it's a death wish.
Sorry about that. Did I miss anything in the last
Sorry
few minutes?
Yeah, and Mithriel's on top of the
V
fox
pissing
like
off
Steve
the
Irwin.
fox,
Right. Right.
and it bitch slapped her.
It did.
Mithriel pointed a dagger at her, and she's not going to listen to him.
I mean, I
Is it
apologize, your hotness.
plainly-
I don't know who you are.
Is it plainly evident V's misbehaving?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cast Entangle on her.
Well, V's V now, so.
You need to calm down. Entangle.
Strength save.
Is it just a dex save?
It
It's a
is
strength.
a
Strength.
strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw, okay. And what do I have to beat?
You have to beat a 15.
15 or 16.
It's 15 for now. You
9.
do not. You are restrained. I'm saying, V, you need to calm down. Y'all
You just
wait
instantly
for the
hear her
sentinels.
swear so loudly in Giant. You probably don't even understand what she's actually talking about. And it's constant.
Now, I'm sure you're just complimenting my spell skills, but I need you to take a deep breath, calm down, and reconsider your actions. We need to be careful right now.
She's trying to get out of the entangle.
Mithril just keeps pointing the dagger at her. I told you to stop.
So there's no need for pointies right now. I got it under control. Roth, please get her under control.
Fox just sighs. Comes over. Picks me up by the back of her friggin' shirt. Sits her down. And then he sits down on top of her. He knows he's gonna get entangled. He doesn't give a shit. And, like,
Bear
just
hugging her?
Yes.
It's
Am
a
I
room
kind
of
of
bear
right about
hugging. Like, Septimus is just gonna fold it up, go, well, everybody's bear hugging and not sharing. I'm just saying, I'm really fucking annoyed about this.
Well, if you step about 10 feet back, you can be hugged by those vines for the next 30 seconds.
I'm considering it right now.
Yeah, V's just going, like, let me go!
No.
Helgrim's just watching this whole thing like,
No.
I don't know what just happened, but I don't think that was what was
You're
supposed to
trying to get yourself killed, and I'm not going to let it happen.
Look.
She's just going off a diet. She's not happy.
Look, things will be kept under control. Nothing's gonna happen. Just calm down.
Maybe we should help them out.
Are you
Just
good?
notice-
Do we need to help with this fox?
Bjorn's like, I think Miss Riel's got it under control.
Okay.
But better
Is Miss
safe
Riel the
than
hot one?
sorry. Mithril,
Yes.
yeah, Mithril's the one I've got.
Yes,
Want
Mithriel's
to
the
help.
one handling
Septimus
the
is
fox
just
right
saying
now.
that out like this. Is he the hot one? Yeah. Excellent. Nice.
He's currently like straddling this fox.
Getting better. The mental image. The Septimus is just like, right, everybody else being hurt, bear hugs, and he's straddling someone, and I'm fucking stood here in my fucking coat, and I'm really hot.
Asher's just like, again, just like,
Asher and Helgrim both are just like, God damn
1,000-year-old stare. Like,
Asher just comes over and tries to help Mithril knock the fox out.
V's gonna try to get out of Roth's grip and out of
You can
Right,
try 2 strength saves.
You are restrained. Let me just check if that has any bearing on saving.
I think it
throws.
means you failed.
I
don't
think
you?
it means you failed dex saves.
Yep.
Ah, that's it.
I failed anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, you fail.
You might be able to get out of Roth, but not the
She doesn't even get out of Roth.
yeah.
Yeah.
V,
Oh, thanks.
please calm down. They're just gonna make him have a nap. That's all.
I'm going
you
to
know
knock
that
you
we
out
don't.
too, V, here in a minute if you don't stop. And that's Mithril, like, looking at her, like, he's got the daggers put away and he's getting off of the fox now, and, like,
Is the fox KO'd?
Not yet, he's trying to figure out how to do it, because he had him knocked out and someone woke him up.
Boop.
V, what do you
Um,
know that we don't?
She's just gonna go a lot of things.
Relevant.
And she's just gonna glare at Mithril. She's gonna ignore that.
And
Septimus is gonna message her and just go,
And she's still 100% struggling, by the way.
Not well, but struggling.
Yeah, not well.
Septimus is just gonna message her and just be like, do you want me to fireball the room? Do you think that might cool everybody's tempers down?
not
You're just
use
gonna
fire.
hear V to say this out loud. Do not fireball the room.
Iborn quickly raises a hand. Please don't.
I'm just
Or it's, like
saying.
doing the same thing, like.
I swear I will recast Entangle to include you too. Don't make me do that.
I
Mithril.
mean, my safe word is Sunstone, and I'll gladly be embraced.
Sunstone.
Aww.
Asher comes over to the fox this time. Its head is bound to the floor by the iron chains, and Asher just comes over and taps him on the
Diamond
forehead.
chains.
And he is out.
Oh, that takes a load off my shoulders.
It won't last long.
Who's the fox?
This is Rothius' brother. This is
Oh,
Fox's
okay.
brother.
Okay.
We learned about that when we were talking to Nikolai, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I missed that. I fast forwarded for a bit to get to the important things.
If it's been about a minute, Entangle will wear off. Roth, however, will not, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna try to get out of Roth's throat. Yeah, that's what she'd do. She'd try to get out of his grip. It's like a 19.
It's an important role, so chances are you beat him.
I think technically it would be athletics versus athletics, but
I think it is, yeah.
or actually
Oh,
for V, it would probably be acrobatics versus athletics.
Yeah. She's very good at acrobatics.
You struggle with him for a second, and you almost can't break his grip, but you manage just barely. Just barely to get out of his grip. But you're still stuck inside the entangle.
Well, the entangle wore off.
Oh.
If Entangle lasts
Yeah.
1 minute, so if it has
Yeah.
been a minute, it will have disappeared. If not,
No, fair enough.
Alright, what are you trying to do now?
Let's be if she's an emotional like annoyance and anger and just
look, from what I hear, the Sentinels are on their way, and once they're here, we can go back and we can sort this out. In the meantime, Druid have some celery, have some of this, cool down.
you know, I'm gonna have to roll for this because I.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
yeah, she 100% just gun straight for Amos.
Wait, she's doing what?
Entangle.
Yeah, she rolled the decision dice and she got a nat 1.
So she makes the worst decision.
She makes the worst decision.
Well, not necessarily the worst decision, but she goes on her impulses, which is probably the worst decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
She
Damn,
goes,
son.
grabs the coin that she dropped, like the little amulet, gold amulet she dropped, and she
Alright,
goes straight.
V, I want you to make a dex save.
Okay, I'm good at these.
And a strength save, because I'll fire off Entangle again if that's gonna
Oh,
happen.
just wait a second.
Okay, I'll
So
wait.
just a dex save. A 13. Damn it!
You find yourself before anyone else can even move, because again, he rolled a nat 20.
Mithril.
Yeah,
Good
and
Woof!
you
Freaking
Eyes.
Mithril is like,
The
find
man is the
yourself
fucking Flash.
right. You
fucking-
find yourself pinned on the floor,
I mean, I volunteer as tribute.
pinned on the
Yeah.
floor with a dagger to your throat.
with that nat 1, she's just angry now. She's just kind of, I guess she would be wriggling, but she would also be trying to claw at Mithril a bit.
Right.
That nat 1.
V, right, I hate to do this. I hate to be the sensible person in the room because I really fucking don't like it. But why do you want to wake up the big fox? If you explain it with your words, we might do the thing. I know I'd really like to tickle everybody right now and do like really dumb shit. But Helgrim's making a face and I've got Robin to impress, so, you know, can we not?
Helgrim just like
perhaps the most
oh.
Septimus reasoning available.
yeah. Helgrim just internally just like, I'm not gonna question it. I'll take it.
Like I'm all like in the stakes of priority, Robin impression, and then like you are like pretty close.
You just see V just sort of stop trying to claw out Mithril's face. And she just looks at you like,
He just lets you try and claw his face
is
too.
wrong with you?
Don't know what's going on sometimes. Also, I'm very smart in other ways.
I'm trying to.
And that dagger is close enough to where if you try and move, he's gonna get you with it, but he's you know he won't try and do lethal damage.
Yeah.
It is on the blade edge is on the mithril side.
Okay.
I was
So
gonna
she
say,
doesn't
Even
Yeah.
if it was on the iron side, she wouldn't be too. She would be annoyed at it, but it wouldn't. Even though she is Fae, it would.
It won't affect her like it does the true Fae, but it's still gonna hurt,
Yeah.
and it's still gonna have healing issues.
And she's been covered by iron before, so for her, iron isn't the biggest threat.
Yeah, it's
You know
on the
what
mithril
happens when
side of the
I
blade.
see iron, I run away.
I do not. I run to it.
That sounds like a Nilo.
I'm sorry.
So,
No, you're not. Don't lie.
I'm trying to think what she can say. It's just because Roth's there and she doesn't want to.
and Roth is
Oh.
Roth is letting him do it. Like you can sense that Roth is not comfortable with V being like pinned down and with a knife to her throat, but he understands why it's happening.
I wanna
Septimus will message her and be like, you know, you can talk to me like in a sentence and no one else will hear it.
Okay. She will like look at Septimus and she's just going to be like, it's Crane's bondmate.
Okay.
Oh.
Septimus is like,
Helgrim
Can-
doesn't know this, but
hey, can we like de-escalate the situation, hot stabby man, and like maybe everybody take a moment to
I
call say
will
chill?
get off of her.
and get on me? I
When-
mean, what? No.
When she stops, he completely ignores you. When she stops trying to provoke the fox. Because you saw Asher, you saw how hurt he was, you saw how hurt the other two were.
Is
It
he
took a
infected with
lot
that
for us to
shit?
put him down. Yes, he's quite riddled
Oh.
with disease. So,
Okay. How about we
we need to
unriddle
get him home.
we need to get him out of here before we can start doing that.
I don't know
Okay.
how much he has spread it. The witch
That's
seems to have some sort of influence on him. So she's probably listening right now.
Hello.
Fuck you,
Oh.
witch.
probably the blood.
I think Mithril knows V way too much that she probably wouldn't let this go.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He doesn't care.
Like,
He gives
the
zero
way that I
shits.
see the situation happening, especially with the fact that she got a nat 1 before.
I just
She's
I just like to think that she was running and Mithril was just there and just boom.
just went whoop.
Clotheslined her.
Yeah, her fucking choke slammed. Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, he's not playing. He told her. He warned her before she even...
Yeah, but it's V. Like, Mithril probably knows that she will not let it go, and she probably will wake him up again. That's just a fact, in all honesty.
He looks at the rest of you. Keep her off of the fox, or I will knock her out. And he looks at Roth and he's like, Bond made her know. I'm going to knock her out. So you need to deal with her.
How long before the Sentinels arrive?
Soon.
Not an exact estimate, but fair enough.
I called them this morning. They advised a few hours to get ready, so it's been a few hours. I estimate Liam should show up soon.
Makes
With
sense.
Thorian, and he looks at Asher.
I feel like Asher just lights up a little bit. Just,
Asher's just
yay,
like,
husband. Yay, and looks down. Oh.
So, you guys, what are you gonna do? Because you can finish this scene, or you're gonna have about probably 30 minutes of downtime.
You want to go for a walk, V, and like we can discuss some things. Look, I'm being a mostly good adult, I guess.
You are trying.
I'm trying. I'm trying real hard.
If Mithril, if she's gonna kick Mithril, but it's more of like a shove off kick, not a.
Trying to
I'm going
wound
to
him.
kick you and
Yeah.
touch the fox.
He'll get up.
She's gonna get up and she's just gonna storm off.
Be careful, there's a desert out there. You really need to stay hydrated. Oh.
She knows.
You're just gonna hear it yell. It's like, I lived in this desert for fucking 3 years. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Is anyone following her?
No.
This is gonna look at Robin. It's just gonna be like, I'm coming for you later, and it's just gonna like follow V, going, it's fucking hot out here.
So take off all your clothes.
I think you may want to check your. Never mind, just go on. Just gonna go back to Robin.
Like, okay, yeah, I'm taking them off.
Asher's gonna go over and pat Mithril on the shoulder and then go sit down for a minute.
Just like, fuck.
Nora's gonna talk to Ivy in a little bit.
Okay.
I think we were.
You got 30 minutes.
Oh, do you want to do this on screen?
We do it off.
Okay.
They're gonna make out 7 minutes in heaven.
I mean, there's
I
gonna
mean,
be
they-
that too.
I mean, they got 30 minutes.
Just go deeper down into the cave, you know.
So take off all your clothes.
Is that an owlbear? Shit!
I mean, I think that Ivy would welcome that, if only because it's fucking hot here and he doesn't like the heat.
Nilo will cast Frostbite just around the cave to cool it down a bit.
He is thankful for that.
Yeah. V's probably picked up her little griffin, or is just like sitting out on like the rock. Or something near there.
Just aggressively betting.
Roth will, he's gonna go to the entrance of the cave and just kind of watch. He's not gonna follow her.
Probably
This is just gonna loom like a big black raven of like, I hate it here, it's really hot and dusty. Not taking off my coat.
Is
Getting
Septimus
everywhere.
like wearing all black?
Yep. He's got like a raven feather like cloak. He's like fucking
He's built for night court, so he was
Yeah.
already hot in the summer court.
yeah.
Now he's just dying.
He's just like, I'm not showing it. No weakness.
This is my aesthetic.
No weakness.
Weakness gets you killed.
No weakness.
V's just gonna comment. It's like, you should have bought clothes in the town before we left, like I told you.
I like this coat. I found this coat. I made this coat. This coat's my coat. I'm not taking it off.
If you take it off, you won't feel so hot.
I could take everything off underneath it.
What's the time?
Uh,
Mm,
in game, it's probably starting to be about because it took you guys a few hours, a few hours to get to the cave.
yeah.
Mm.
At this point, it's probably 3 or so in the afternoon.
Okay.
It's gonna start getting cold in about 3 hours.
Yeah. Septimus, if you take off some of the layers that you have and put them back on in 3 hours, you should be fine. Because it's gonna get colder very soon.
Where you hiding that?
He'll take off like the cloak, take off a couple of layers, put the cloak back on, and it's just like, yep.
Oh, Corey.
Okay.
Does Septimus have like long sleeves?
Yeah.
Is it a nice shirt or is it just like a?
It's like fucking fancy AF.
Fancy, yeah.
He's just gonna go. You would look better without sleeves. Not very good in the desert. Just saying. If you want, do you want me to rip off the sleeves? Because I can do.
No, he'll just take his whole shirt off. It's like, don't you dare rip my sleeves. No, I'll stand here shirtless with my cloak on.
V's just gonna like just shake her head. It's like you would never survive 2 days in the human realm. I
The
guarantee
human
that.
world is like fucking weird. I've tried speaking to people, they just ignore me.
Because you don't speak their language. I can teach you, which is fine.
I know I scream.
Yes, but some places here do not have ice cream.
Why not? It's fucking
Because
delicious.
It's very hard to make.
This place is
And not
weird.
everybody has magic as well.
This place is even weirder.
Though there are giants. In the next kingdom over, there's really nice giants.
Big.
She's-
What you're
he
saying
just
is
goes
that
on a tangent about giants. And then
he's
starts
just like
teaching stuff.
enwrapped like big men, big ladies, all for it. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Sign me
She
up.
just-
I just like how Septimus and Oberon's sexual orientation is yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
And like V explains to Septimus that you want to stay away from the storm giants.
Interested in
They're
something?
let's just say very tyrannical in a sense.
I've
Especially
already got
certain
that at
ones.
home, so don't really need that in the bed.
Hill giants are very stupid. And most times you can convince them not to eat you, but other times they want to smash you with a tree, even though they don't want to. Mountain giants, they usually keep to themselves. And some are very nice, some help people, but there's also some that will eat you too. So either way, you just need to make sure you're not killing one of the nice giants. She also teaches him like little bits about like words in giant. She just talks about
Nice.
giants.
Is V Park rangering right now?
Yeah,
I
he's
do
part
believe
rangering
so.
about giants.
Septimus is absorbing it all because he's like smart boy. It's
He's
just like,
absorbing. He's
He's-
absorbing it all, or at least what he catches through the heat stroke.
Yep.
Mm. And she just goes, fire giants. Oh, that
Fuck him.
most of them are very bad. On the rare, but a lot of them make really good weapons. They're amazing smithers. They, you know, they create massive hammers. She's just like they're like as big as this like cave opening, and she's basically just teaching Septimus little things. She's trying to distract herself from the fox.
Do the thing.
Just like
do the thing.
writing stuff occasionally.
I'll let you
He
two.
eventually will take his cloak off and sit down, continuing to write.
Septimus like comes back lobster red.
Yep.
Back at the cave. What are you guys doing? Mwah!
Mwah.
Oh, I thought Random said no.
talking, mwah.
That's adorable.
Hi, Bayorn.
Oh.
Random's just like, why you like this?
Why am I your friend?
You sure we can't just
Well, Random, just remember, you chose her for your
The
lesbian lover.
dagger's up there. Use it.
Well, when you were talking earlier about how Mithril had the knife on her neck, I was like, just use it on me and show.
They don't get banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Alright, so anything Nilo or Helgrim wants to do? Because we all know what Nora's doing right now.
Nilo
Just-
does want to see if you can get Asher in private for a word.
You can get him to go somewhere.
Like
Yeah,
outside the
yeah.
cave real quick. Okay.
Go ahead and do that. Because
Um,
all Helgrim wants to do is just, what the fuck happened, Robin? But
So,
we can take care of that later.
Lord Asher,
Hmm.
I'm going to say this real quiet because I was asked to. And pretend I'm whispering. Your dad's alive.
Just looks at you for a minute, trying to decide if you're fucking with him or not.
Nope, we met him.
Just-
He teleported us.
Asher just leaning in, just. Hey!
I don't know. What's with the NPCs and these fucking natural
Well,
today?
Ha!
no. It's the important NPCs besides Rothius.
Yeah, like Robin's gonna roll in that one.
He probably will. Let's be honest.
He's like, how?
Well,
I know you're not lying to me, but
you can ask him when we get to the Night Palace. I heard he was going there with Prince Nikolai.
Does my sister know?
you have a sister.
with that double nat one from last session.
He knows Asher's got a twin sister.
Okay.
He just doesn't know who.
Who?
she
Yeah.
is.
I don't think so.
She's come around. Okay, so she's come around to Asher's house.
Probably not while Nilo's been there.
She's come around a lot.
A double nat one, sorry.
The
But
double nat-
Asher probably kept her away for the few years that he was staying with
Okay.
you. Did you answer him back?
Well,
Yeah. I said. He
said-
said I don't think so.
Sorry. Well. Does his
Does she
sister
know?
I do not believe she does.
Okay. All right. That's good then. She.
Also,
Hmm.
what's this I hear about a mental block?
I like to think that's exactly what Asher was doing too.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like mid talk, he just.
What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. No, when apparently someone who so adept at mind magic like your dad tells me that there's a mental block in my head and that he recognizes your work. I don't think playing dumb's gonna fit.
Oh.
You play a dangerous game there, Nilo.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Now, I understand the Sentinels are on the way. We can talk about it later. But I do want to talk about it.
I will say right now, I had reasons for what I did.
Okay. Now, I believe you. I just want to... We can discuss it later.
No. No, it's probably better that we discuss this now. If we're going home.
you already opened this can of worms, Nilo. You can't close
All
it.
right. Fair enough.
And he looks around for a second, and you see him, like, do something with his hands. And you see the faint shimmer of a dome, like, pass over the two of you.
Okay.
Oh, pretty.
You get the sense that he just cast something to keep others from hearing what he's
I know
about to
what
say.
he does.
So, Because
Is it the tiny hut?
No.
No,
it's
'cause you can hear through
the
the tiny
private
hut.
sanctum.
The one that I didn't take.
That's fine. We'll just find a scroll of it for that one.
I had to block out some things to protect my sister.
Right.
And it seems that while it was a good idea at the time, she's going to find out soon about what I did.
Okay.
He seems to be really struggling with the decision he's trying to make right now. Like, you've not seen Asher this
Pensive.
It's
Like-
hard to put him on the back foot.
You're right. It's hard to. Asher's usually the one that's got other people on the back foot, and he's been caught off guard, and he's now having to face something that he did a while back. In his mind, it's nothing bad,
All right.
but it's something that she may be upset with him for later.
All right. Well,
I can remove it, but do not be angry with me, for I have my
okay.
reasons.
Oh
I'm
no.
sure this is the place to do it because we're kind of in the middle of a fucking.
No,
desert.
no, I'm not doing it here. No, I
Kind of move. Fucking do-
we'll do it when we get back.
How's
Alrighty.
that?
I just
One
hope I
good boy
can do
point
it
for Nilo?
before we get to my sister. Because I just say
I like to imagine he just conjured alcohol out of nowhere.
he
just
probably
conjured
actually
wine.
did.
It's just-
He's got wine in his hand and he's just like, God damn it.
At this point, it's not even the glass, the whole fucking bottle. Just, I'm gonna name this.
So no one can hear us right now, right? But the thing you just
No.
right?
Yeah, no, they cannot hear
Okay.
in here.
There's also some star elves. Hooray! That drow you met, Espy, she's my bondmate. She's also a star elf.
She smelled like one.
Yeah.
Nilo's just like,
I'm so proud of myself. I got a
Yep.
pretty girlfriend.
be proud of me.
He's so
And
happy.
Asher's
It's
just
so
like, "Yep."
cute.
Yep.
Asher,
Even though my girlfriend, she's super hot.
Asher
Asher
kind of accepts it, especially if you're telling him his dad's alive. He's gonna assume that there are others
Mm.
as well.
Yeah. So overall, good news. I think. I hope this is good news to you.
Yeah, no, I
I don't know.
thought he was dead, and I'm glad that he's not. And like Asher's just kind of confused right now. You can tell he's
Aw.
like really happy, but this
Poor
is
buddy.
news he did not expect to hear
Yeah.
Poor buddy.
ever. So
Poor buddy.
the fact that Dad is alive is a really good thing, but it's
It
also
hasn't quite sunk in.
it's not sunk in. But he's also thinking about what happened to
It's
his
Other
concerning as
things.
well.
right, what happened to his dad in the first place, and what can happen again.
Yeah.
So
Asher,
he's
give me a
going into
hug.
like planning mode like now. He's like, all right, I'll deal with the emotions later. Right now, I'm just like,
Boy
Oh, shit.
needs a hug.
There we go.
He needs a
A
hug.
volunteer is tribute.
how tall is Septimus?
Like 6 foot plus.
Because Asher's 6'4".
Yeah, Asher's pretty tall.
He's 6'4".
He's the shortest, I think.
Someone
I
as
think
tall
he
as
is.
Asher. But yeah, Asher just kind of like he just
I always forget that Septimus is tall.
gives you a
Yeah.
pat on the shoulder,
Christina is a small. Septimus is a tall.
and then we should probably go back in there.
Alrighty.
And he dismisses the spell. Helgrim, Do you have anything for Robin before I time skip?
What the fuck? What
man?
happened?
Well, we were in the middle of traveling between the Desert Kingdom and the one to the south, and we got ambushed by the fox. And he cornered us in this cave, and Asher held him off for a few days, but obviously Asher had trouble before we finally managed to knock him out. And we've been stuck here because I don't know about you, but I don't know how to transport a wolf that big. And I don't know why the communication got cut off. I don't know. Probably something to do with the fox.
I don't know either.
Blanket thief! She stole the hot boy blanket!
I stole one
She
at the
stole that a
beginning.
while ago,
Hold on.
Ori.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Yes.
She stole
Stole it
Like, at
before the
least an
session
hour ago.
started.
She stole a hot
Yeah.
boy blanket.
Yeah, you need to guard your hot boy blanket, Ori.
But yeah.
If you cannot hold the hot boy blanket, you do not have the hot boy blanket.
Alright. But yeah, that's what Robin's response. And Mithril just kind of corroborates.
Alright.
I'm alive.
Yes.
Look, no extra boo-boos. And he's just like...
You're
He
alive.
kind of opens his shirt a bit. And look, it's even healed up. It's even healed up. Look at it. This one.
Okay. Robin,
Touch it even.
You can touch it.
Robin, I'm glad you're alive. However, you're only alive for now, until Aurelia gets her hands on you.
Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me. I don't want to go get home and get beat with the frying pan again.
I mean, that's not all.
Every
that's going to
time I
happen.
come home from a mission with a cut, I get a bigger one because she goes, "Boom."
Listen, it's because she cares about you and you keep fucking up.
I don't fuck up. It's my job.
No, Robin, I know.
It's my job, and a job comes with injuries a lot. My hair is
This
a
is
mess.
If he keeps talking, Howard, I'm just gonna kiss him to shut him up.
Aw. He shuts up.
Yeah, just
Everyone's getting smooched.
yeah, just. I love you, very much. But if you keep getting hurt, we're going to have problems.
Pat, pat.
Don't you fucking mollify me.
I try not to get hurt. Alright,
I'm-
okay. I'm just, you know what?
Okay, and at this point, it's just been involved in probably just cute things, so we can skip.
Alright, anything else for V and Septimus before I time skip?
She's literally just teaching Septimus certain command words with her griffin.
Certain
In
command
giant.
words and all the swear.
That's right. I
And
had my
Septimus has
privilege.
Yeah, and all the
clapped.
swear
Do the
words.
clap.
At some
Yeah,
point, like
we'll
We'll
know
mix
what
them
I'm
up.
doing.
What?
at some point, Septimus will take a pair of glasses out of his like pocket, put them on, and then
Oh,
just
doing.
continue to write.
It's just the frames, though.
Your pocket dings.
He
It's literally
pats his-
it's literally just got a kiss on it.
He's like, all right. I just like sends back. He's like, what's something filthy and giant?
Prepared.
I picture that's what Septimus sends, though.
Oh, you
Uh,
see
Yeah,
that?
over
that's what
on-
he says out loud.
over
He says,
on-
like, what's something bad? Like,
Oh.
what's something like rude and giant?
No, like he doesn't. He sends that question to Oberon.
Oh, god damn it!
No, it doesn't send unless you wanted to.
I know.
Yay.
It would just be funny if it was by accident. Just, oh shit.
I'll
And he
come up
was-
with some like after, but she'll just tell you the most dirtiest. one
He will
ever.
send that. He will 100% trust that she's
She'll
telling
even
him.
she'll even like write it out so he can like copy it
Perfectly.
over.
Would
And
be funny.
It is literally the like, it's sexual dirty, not
Innuendo dirty.
yeah. It's like
Oh.
it's just like full on like full giant.
So
But it sounds
Oberon,
really angry.
Giant smut.
there's like a
does.
moment of like no response because Oberon's obviously got to get this shit. He's got to go to Google Translate.
Ding, winky face.
And he's like, he responds back and he's like, "Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, hurry on back then, and then we can do that."
Ding,
don't know what
winky
you've
face.
just- I don't know what you were just signed for, but winky face back.
Yeah.
Put it in my pocket.
V is just gonna be like, "You're welcome."
Thanks.
Like this is like a whole.
And
She's
yeah.
tried to push Septimus a little bit further.
I
overall,
love
so
it.
she's just like, there. There you go.
And,
That's what
and,
you need to say.
and what it actually translates to is I love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. And something's there and Oberon's just oh okay.
Oberon's like, "All
I
right."
like that idea better.
I'll say that. Oberon just says the same thing though.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we can make that happen.
That winky face.
Comes
Right.
back, Oberon's in a wedding dress.
And V doesn't tell her.
He would.
Tell him that what.
Alorian's there and
Yeah.
he's just like, why are you like this, son?
Until if you want to learn giant, that's probably when you'll figure out what she says.
son, I love you, but why are you like this?
Shit, Lorian probably made it.
Yeah, actually. He probably knew that was exactly what Oberon's intention was. Just okay.
Alright. So if there's nothing else, we're gonna time skip, and I'm gonna use the time skip as an opportunity to go to the bathroom, so
Yeah, break time.
we'll take a quick, like, 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
Break
so,
time.
bye, chat, we'll be right back. Enjoy some music.
to Robin, but he is gonna wait till like the opportune moment. He wants to impress Robin. He's a good boy. Best behavior. Ish.
Alright,
Best behavior.
so
First Septimus.
you guys are sitting around. Everyone makes it back to the cave eventually. Nuka and or V and Septimus eventually come back because it starts getting cold. The sentinels don't show up for another hour.
So Septimus is just, I am vindicated in being hot.
You guys are sitting in the cave and
You said 30 minutes, damn it.
listen, Liam is never prompt.
No.
V's looking very grumpy, and every so often she's just staring like daggers at Mithril.
Liam shows up exactly when he intends to.
Liam shows up when Liam intends. Yeah, Liam is a wizard.
Liam is Liam is Gandalf.
You have
Liam
a
is-
time machine. How are you always late?
So Liam, you guys are sitting in the middle of the cave, and food has been shared around for snacks and stuff. The fox is still out cold. Whatever Asher did to him, he's not waking up. He's not dead, but he's not waking up. Asher did something in his head. And to where V can't just go poke him and wake him up. Like he is.
His head is like jelly now.
Yeah. So
I mean, he probably knows that V is thinking about it, but she's just like, she doesn't want to have to deal with Mithril, so she's just staring at daggers at him.
I
listen,
have a lot more
Mithril
entangles ready to go.
warned her. She knew what was gonna happen.
I mean, she always knows, but she
She's a
likes
puka.
Yeah, she's a puka, and also Mithril to her is annoying.
Mithril is just another hurdle.
Yeah.
So you guys are sitting there. Robin has started a small fire away from Ibeorn. Like Ibeorn's fine with fire, but it's been so hot that he's
he needs some cool off.
he needs to cool off, and he needs to go. He needs to go to a cold climate, or he needs to go home.
Yeah, just Nilo over there just casting frostbite every so often.
That's pretty much what's happening.
And it's helping him a lot. It's keeping him.
Nilo is
He's
being the
looking a
good
bit
boy.
better than he did.
He still probably looks pretty damn pale though.
If you need
Yeah.
any help starting fires, just let me know.
Oh, I can do that too.
Let's not.
I also have firebolt. Fireball is not the only fire spell in my.
Yes, but let's not.
As you guys are talking about who's gonna do what with the fire, a cloud, just like a poof of like ice crystals, like snow almost, just a poof of snow just appears in the like entrance of the cave. Like snow and glitter, and the moonlight's hitting it, so it's like pretty sparkles. And three sentinels from the night court walk out of the dust. One of them's fairly short. He's got really short but wild curly red hair, silver eyes. He has a peg leg.
What?
Yeah.
Yep. He has a peg leg, and he's got he's always
Okay.
got like a smirk on his face. And he's wearing a cloak. He looks like he's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Like his outfit's different than any of the other sentinels. You get the sense this is probably the captain.
Question.
Yeah.
Would V at some point stole some helmets?
Not
just
Yeah.
from Ruff?
not from not from these three.
Okay. Just wanted to
Um,
make sure.
Behind him is a taller, not much taller. He's still kind of short. He's about 5'9" ish, 5'10".
I'm gonna put short again. 5'9".
He's got kind of short, shaggy brown hair, green eyes. Very serious look on his face. He keeps looking at Asher. And then the one behind them is a
Oh no.
very slight female with black hair and blue eyes.
Like, yeah.
They're all true fae. Huh?
I don't think I would know who the female is.
You've never seen her before.
Okay.
But you know the other two.
Nilo waves.
And the one with the brown hair, the male, he's got, his cloak is similar to the captain's cloak, but it looks like he's probably his second.
Does he have a very familiar looking face to like a certain lord?
You've seen him.
Oh, fuck, is it? Oh,
Yup.
fuck. Septimus is just gonna be like, oh, great.
It's the dramatic entrance there, Liam.
Always a dramatic entrance for me.
Yes, I'm well aware. It's good to see you, though.
Aye, yes, well, under better circumstances, perhaps. Hello, everyone!
Hi.
V just kind of just.
And this is the redhead. This is the short redhead with the peg leg.
Hi.
I
Hi!
like this one.
Random. Random just.
Nice to meet you! What's your name?
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Nilo. It's a pleasure to meet someone so positive.
You look familiar.
Is he saying that to Nilo
Yeah.
or Septimus?
Nyla.
Oh.
So this is just like,
Well,
What's
you
your
know,
name?
Your
My
microphone's
name's-
doing a weird
my
thing.
name's Nilo. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I don't think we met. I could well be wrong, though.
I don't know you.
I love that he would be making that face too.
I don't know ya. Anyway,
Alright. Asher, hi, cousin. How you doing? You doing alright?
Oh.
Liam, why are you like this? I mean, I'm always like this, cousin, you know that. Mithril, little buddy, old pal, how are ya?
What I felt Mithril was just like,
he wants to steal me Lucky Charms.
V just like V just says when he talks to says hello to Mithril, she says he's oogles of fun.
Oh, I know he's equals to fun, he kind of winks. He's like, I can tell you how much fun he is. And he kind of like,
subtle as a blizzard as always.
That gains V's attention. 100%.
Mithril
and
is glaring daggers
he
at
just-
Liam.
She just sits forward and she's just like, oh really?
Oh yeah.
I think we can discuss this later.
The brown haired one, he comes over to Asher and just kind of stands next to him.
Nora's just like looking at Ivor and pointing like, what? I'm a little confused.
He's always like this. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he hit his
This
head
is
when he
Liam.
lost his leg.
He is Liam.
I am Liam.
oh, oh, hey, hello. Have you had any messages from any sort of like guards?
Oh,
and
you
things
mean
like
about the
that?
big spooky like angel with the sick
Yes.
and yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely nothing else about not cutting off my family.
Oh, you're one of those.
Why would
He's
you
just
say
like,
it like
this
that?
is Septimus.
Oh, you're definitely one of those.
Yes.
Thanks.
And then like,
Well,
This guy's great.
Walks off.
this is just like no one has ever laughed at me before. What the fuck?
V's probably just putting her hand on Septimus's shoulder. They're probably still like near each other enough. She's like, it's okay.
Is it
He's
still
doing
warm in the
something
desert, or has
no,
it
it's
takes
cold
some.
outside now.
He
Okay.
takes some getting used to.
Okay, well, so we need to get back home because you know, tall, dark, and spooky wants you home, and so
Is that what we're calling him now?
I always call him tall, dark, and spooky.
I guess that's fair.
Who's that?
Helgrim just shakes his head at Liam like, don't tell him.
Let me see,
He's
because
tall, he's
Liam,
dark, and he's spooky.
listen, Liam's stupid. Hold on.
I know.
Liam is dumb when it comes to insight. Like, he doesn't notice shit. He's so not perceptive.
Oh god, he is Septimus.
It's like, oh, you mean the Night King?
God
is that who
damn it!
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to meet the Night King. Right,
Cool.
shirt's going back on.
Tall
fancy
dark.
shirt.
Oh, you don't have a shirt on. Come on, Liam. Oh, okay.
Nope.
No, Liam bad. And he's like smacks his hand. And Asher's just like, oh my god.
Yeah. Asher's like, why are you related to me?
Is this a lot of true Fae like this? I'm sorry, I don't really interact with many too much.
No, it's just him.
And me.
And that one. And Thorian at this point has not said a word. He's just like standing next to Asher. It's just like he just wants that proximity.
I feel like Helgrim and Thorian are kind of looking at each other with the same glance of God damn it.
Thorian's always got that look on his face though, so
Well, yeah, especially when around Liam though.
they love Liam though. They act like they
Yes.
are tired of his shit, but they love him.
Yes, yes, but Liam is also a little shit.
Alright, so let's go home, shall we? And the female hasn't said a word. She's just like leaning on the she's just there to guard
Mm.
more than anything.
I would say she's the responsible one, but no, Liam is just the irresponsible one.
No, Liam is just he's the responsible one. He's just in a really good mood today.
He's usually in a really good mood though.
Or if he's in a bad mood, he hides it really well.
Yes.
Sorry, I met your Liam, right? Cool. I didn't catch your friends' names.
This is tall, dark, and spooky number 2, so this is Thorian.
Right, of course it is. Yep.
Lord
hello.
Green Branch, and he's just
Yep.
like... And that is Liana.
Liana.
She's new. So we decided to take her on our little trip today to show her what we do. So she's learning. Say hi, Liana, to the class. She's like,
Learning from you, Liam.
I are learning from the best.
I don't
that-
know. You've never met me, so I'm clearly 100% better.
Liam's like, oh, are you now?
just when Liam says learning from the best, Helgrim just looks at Thorian.
Thorian's just like, he's not wrong. He begrudgingly admits it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did lose my leg to a dragon when I decided to try and get a little too close, but I mean, other than that, I'm not usually a dumbass in, any situation.
Insight.
V's just gonna comment and just go, you would be good against giants.
I talked to a giant once. I had a girlfriend that was a giant once.
Why
I'll
am I
ask
not
them already.
surprised?
Or I think she was a giant. She was taller than me, so I don't know.
That's not a feat, Liam.
I mean, I'm taller than you, but I'm also not a giant. Except for in
Oh.
other ways, but we don't talk about that in public because I'm trying to impress Robin.
Oh, you're trying
You said-
to impress Mr. Braids over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not hard. Just give him some wine. Just give him some wine and one of them fancy flowers that we found in the woods those days. And Robin's like, Liam, shut up.
He's writing it down, like, buy him wine and flowers.
Yeah. I picture Helgrim is just like down.
Nilo mentally to Espy. What is going on?
I do not know. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. And Liam's like, okay, alright, I'll hope you're all ready. And he just smacks his hands together. Point shift.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay, Ori, why am I just picturing that Liam is just Rowan as an adult?
No, Liam, and as he does that, you just hear like sparkle noises. As he does.
Does he literally
Oh my
say
god, he's
sparkle?
worse than. Does he
He's
say
totally sitting
sparkle?
up against like the cave wall.
Yeah, he
probably
does.
would.
Where are they?
Sparkle
pelting?
noises!
Oh my god, I hate slash love him.
Who
You
hates
can-
him and
so
who loves
those
him?
of you
Septimus
who-
loves him.
Those of you who have spent time around him, V and Helgrim, You know he's
Oh, yeah.
playing up the dumbass act right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Helgrim's just going along with it.
Septimus is like, this is looking at a really I don't like I've looked at my own face, but this is
This is too close.
This is a dark mirror to look at.
Yeah, my brother looked like me but acted nothing like me.
This guy looks nothing like me, but acts too close.
I love Liam. Liam's my boy.
So where do we end up?
You guys end up in a place
Wait,
that I don't have a map for. But I want to take you back to the Winter Court just because.
Close enough.
We'll get rid of Thorian's face.
You mean Mithrios?
Who did I say?
Thorian?
Oh,
Or-
fuck. Same difference.
No.
But
No, one's
so-
like smoking 14 out of 10.
which one's that?
Not the
The
one who
one-
probably wants to arrest me.
Yeah. Not the one that Septimus is afraid of.
Alright. So you guys find yourselves in a room with the floors made of a black reflective stone that at first you think you're standing on the sky, like the night sky. Like you don't realize that you're standing on a floor. It feels like you're floating. It's because it's reflecting the stars from the ceiling above. The ceiling looks open to the night sky. And you see an aurora, like, kind of, like, snaking way across it. In the aurora, you see little animals. The walls are similar black stone, except for they kind of, there's crystals and stuff. Crystal blocks and stuff periodically. The pillars are like a shifting opalescent crystal. And it's just a big open room with you can see, like, a carved in teleportation circle on the floor.
V probably falls like backwards because she was leaning up against the
Against the
wall
wall.
originally. You just see her sitting down. And it's just like. Blop.
Nilo is 2/3 into conjure owl before he stops and realizes he's not falling.
Oh shit! No.
Liam's,
Septimus is just preening like, I'm home, happy.
you've not been in the castle proper, though.
No, but it's like, it feels like home.
You guys,
Yeah.
and Helgrim and V, you've not seen this room.
Mhm.
It's just, like, it's literally just used for the teleportation circle. You see a door on each side, like, opposite each other. And they're the same stone crystal mix. And one of the doors kind of grinds open. You hear the stone sliding on the floor. And Liam just starts walking towards it. And his little peg leg, you can hear the clop, 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 clop. And it's a really fancy looking peg leg. It's nice. It's nice. Some effort was put into this one.
And now V's just, I'ma steal it.
No, V's Roth will probably feel this. Now that she's back in Fae, she's feeling very uncomfortable. Like in the human realm, she felt like she belonged there, and then in the Fae, it's just,
Oh.
like
Septimus is preening and making himself look pretty.
Liam, so Roth will pat you on the shoulder, just like a side hug. Liam, Thorian, and Asher all start heading towards the door that opened. 2 more sentinels came from the other door and start dragging the fox through that door.
V wants to follow the fox. The other one.
And Mithril watches to make sure that they've got it before he too follows you guys.
Okay, I got a question.
And the door shuts.
Is Mithril gonna let V kind of just tag along, or is he gonna?
He's not going with them, he's just making sure they get him through the door.
Okay.
And then he's gonna
so
follow
he's
you
heading
guys.
the same way, yeah.
Because he has a report to make.
Yeah.
V wants to follow Remus.
Are you gonna try to get through that door before it closes?
Oh hell yeah!
Roll me a dexterity check.
Okay, give me 2 seconds because my sheet just closed and it shouldn't have. Is it just a straight up dexterity check?
Mm-hmm.
Aww. Damn it! What's with
15.
my rolls today?
You get to the door right as they close it. And there's no handle on it, like it opens from the other side.
I should have just shadow stepped.
Yeah.
Too late now.
And you hear Liam babbling as you get to that door, like Liam's just like babbling down the hallway.
We will reluctantly turn around and just blow everyone.
And as you guys are going down this hallway, it's the same sort of starlight torches that you saw beneath the mountain. Except for they seem brighter and healthier here.
Mhm.
As you guys are walking, Liam kind of leads you to a room that has and Helgrim, you've been in here before with Mikael.
Mhm.
He leads you to a room that's got 2 thrones in the center of the room. There's a, like, almost like a conference table looking. There's like a round table type thing. The 2 thrones are kind of at the head of it.
Yeah.
And there's 2 doors in the back of the room behind the thrones that are closed. But there is drinks and food on the table that a servant probably has set down, and it looks fresh. Looks like they were waiting for you. But there's no one in the room yet. There's plenty of room to sit down.
All right. Naturally, the bacon rule applies. It's mine.
You have more shifters to contend with now.
Thorian's not gonna go for it.
Asher probably will.
Yeah, Asher and Fox.
Yeah. Just
Are we rolling for this?
yeah. Just as they enter the room and see food, I'm just gonna hold Robin back and just.
I'm sorry, Ori.
I'll be
That's
very
when Asher is
surprised
going
if
to
you
pick
beat
up-
Fox.
That's when Asher's going to pick up both Roth and
What, do I need to roll something?
Oh yeah, Dex.
Nilo. Yeah,
All right.
just picks
save-
up both Roth and Nilo. Dex check or Dex save?
Check.
What I get?
15.
Ah,
Fox rolled a 27.
Damn!
Yeah!
Asher rolled like a 17.
So Nilo is.
oh, that's nice. There's
Fox
some
just
bacon.
instantly pulls both of them
No.
back.
No.
They leave you some. You just don't
This is
get the bulk of it.
Mm.
Revenge.
Yeah, you get the scraps.
Like a good little puppy.
Like a good little puppy.
Power word kill.
Nilo casts Storm of Vengeance.
But you guys have a few minutes to sit down and relax and eat before one of those 2 back doors opens.
Yeah.
Septimus is not relaxing.
He's
Septimus is.
probably
Septimus is
He's in the
tense.
chair looking extremely grumpy that she didn't get through that door.
Hmm.
Nor shit.
You know, I heard a bit about this place. Never been here though. It's very
Everyone
fancy.
kind of like. Oh, this
Yes,
is
it
this
is.
is the water chambers.
Oh, that's ominous.
I mean, this is just where we eat breakfast most of the time. Liam's like, we don't use it that often. Well, nowadays we do.
So what you're saying is you wage a war on breakfast?
Liam just, yep.
Liam's like, I wage war on every food. Breakfast, lunch, second lunch,
I knew you were gonna do that.
dinner,
You forgot about second breakfast.
What about
And
levensies?
supper.
11s,
Supper.
supper.
Afternoon tea.
I just eat all day. I mean, I don't know. I just-
No, seriously.
Is he actually a fae? Is he a halfling?
No, he's a true fae.
Listen, we don't.
Listen, no, look, my cousin's right here. He can confirm
See.
that I am. And Asher's just like, unfortunately, yes.
See, he lost the leg.
I tried to
And-
steal food from a dragon.
Yes.
That just seems like a bad idea.
It was.
Oh, it was. I wasn't there to see it, but I've heard enough about it.
He's got me leg, and he won't give it back.
Because you tried to steal his food, Liam.
Well,
Yeah,
try
but-
to get his leg. Assert dominance.
Yeah, but he ate my leg. Anyway.
I don't think you're getting it back then.
No, I don't think I'm getting my leg back.
Why do I picture Nora's just like, what the fuck is going on?
No, she's shaking right now in the corner.
Oh.
Oh no.
Liam, let's see how stupid you are.
Oh no.
Oh shit, he's perceptive for once. Actually, hold on, what's his modifier?
-3.
She's shaking in the corner, and Ivy
Plus
is
3.
comforting her right now.
Oh. Poor baby.
We rolled a 21.
He
Damn.
sees the things.
He looks and he kind of like raises an eyebrow and he goes, I mean, I know it's cold in here, but you should be comfortable. The magic in the air keeps each person very comfortable in the temperature in which they are most comfortable.
God damn.
I like how he says it like sing-songy.
For me, that is literally desert weather.
Like,
Yeah.
the temperature in the room feels different to each of you. Like, to Roth, it's nice and cold. Same
me,
for
it's nice
Asher.
and hot.
Well, I do declare the room is a good about 13, 14 degrees Celsius.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's real nice.
It is real nice.
Yeah, and V just goes, and for me, it's
So why are you shaking?
5 degrees Celsius.
So why are you shaking?
I like your blanket.
Not the way you're describing her.
Ivyorn just casually has a blanket.
It's the
hot boy
hot boy blanket.
It's just a picture of Liam on it.
Just a little nervous.
Why are you nervous? Tall, dark, and spooky's not gonna be mean to you.
Never really met him.
What?
She never really met him.
You believe she...
I wasn't saying that, but facetiously, I actually couldn't hear what Random was saying.
She said she never met him, and I rolled to see if he believed her, and he
Oh, okay.
does.
Okay.
Alright. I'll buy it. I mean, he is quite intimidating with all the shadow magic, and, you know, his dad being, you know, Sylvanus and whatnot, but...
Oh well.
Yes. And the fact that the shadows always feel like they're watching you.
Actually...
I think at this point, B would probably summon Ibis.
Can everyone roll me a perception check?
Perception.
Chicken.
Perceptimus! Are you perceptive?
Stop
23.
dying.
No,
God damn
that's
it.
not mine. I got excited because I saw the 23 and I was like, it's not. Oh,
No,
Septimus.
it's mine. You can't have it.
Yeah. I mean, 15's not bad for him.
Nora.
Hold
Bless
on,
him.
give me a second.
Give me a second,
No.
bitch. Shut up. That
Natural
makes sense.
five.
Like I said, no.
Alright, Nilo,
Oh, sorry.
V,
I think that's it.
Nilo and V, you feel like the room is watching you.
Door's got other things
I mean,
on.
unless my passive of 19 wouldn't.
You,
This
yeah,
is why Septimus is like,
yeah,
I'm
and also like
gonna get attention.
Helgrim's noted the effect before.
yeah, you know the effect.
Yeah,
You three feel like someone is watching you. Septimus, you've got a weird feeling about the room, but you don't know what it is. It's unsettling.
I wave at the shadows.
Yeah, V probably noticing like the shadow, she would have summoned Ibis. Just be like, yeah.
Do you summon
Me.
Panther?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ibis is a crane still.
They don't come to you.
Mm-hmm.
You see them walk out of the shadows and sit next to the throne.
Yeah.
That
And
may make sense.
the door
Yeah,
in the
just-
back opens. There's two doors. There's the one on the left, one on the right. The left one opens, and out walks two figures. You see a very tall, not quite as tall as Asher, but almost, true fae man with long, straight almost white blonde hair, slightly darker tanned skin, and he's got black tattoos up one side of his face and on his arms. His sleeves are rolled up. He's wearing like a white silk shirt, and he's rolled the sleeves
He's ready
up.
to go.
He's wearing just simple black pants, black shoes. On his shoulder is a little black owl that you've seen before. And
Better as a dragon.
with him comes out a really slight, small, probably about 5'2" maybe, female true fae. She's got long, red, curly hair, silver eyes, kind of looks a lot like Asher. She's wearing like a soft pink dress.
No.
She looks really tired.
I'm calling her soft
Aw.
girl.
She looks
Soft girl.
very tired, and they both have crowns on their heads. His is like black with spikes. Well, not spikes, but like elegant looking
Peaks.
peaks and a moon with jewels in it somewhere on it. And then she's got just a little dainty silver crown on her head with the moon and the stars on it.
No.
And he helps her to her seat, and she sits down. She looks exhausted.
Mm.
She kind of just smiles at everyone though, and Liam's like waving at her.
Oh.
Like,
Nilo also
if-
waves.
if Fled, because obviously she smiles at everyone, they will kind of just do like a half-hearted smile, but she is still very cringy.
She kind of cocks her head a little bit, but he sits down. His eyes up close, you see, are a gold color. He's got like a stronger jaw. He's got very angular features, very sharp features.
Angriller.
Is this
Angrily.
like a David Bowie, but like if he was goth aesthetic?
No. Hold on.
There's already somebody.
Just
who
from
looks
the
like David.
angular and the.
There's already somebody who looks like David Bowie in this world.
Okay. Why have I not met him? Marry me. Because it would be literally marry me. Let's
No,
go.
you wouldn't. It's because I know. Who it is.
I know who it is too.
Yeah.
You guys
If
get
it's
the
not my dad, then I'm all for it. Sign me up.
No.
you guys get the feeling that this guy's where that feeling of being watched came from.
Yeah.
Very.
This is
Very
the guy
foul.
whose face I'm using for him. I'm posting it in general. What was he?
Oh god, he's hot.
Oh no,
Yes.
he's hot.
That's pretty much what he looks like.
I mean,
Um,
that's just set
Thank
to
you
for
for your
everybody.
opinion, Skeletor.
Oh no, he's hot.
That's what he looks like for you guys.
Right, he's hot.
You got glass with that chin.
And he looks like you guys get a sense of this guy's in charge, even if you don't really know who he is. Like, this is someone that you get the feeling is powerful, but is reserving himself. Like, he's not flaunting it, but he knows. Like, he's not acting like he's the biggest, baddest thing in the room, because he doesn't need to act like he's the biggest, baddest thing in the room. Like, he just comes in and sits down like this. Looks
Seat
around
bow.
the room.
That's a
Liam,
spooky man.
I see you've brought everyone home. I did the just total spookiness. And most of you are like, oh my god, he's talking to the Night King this way. And he
That-
kind of
Oh, that is the
Yeah. However, I'm just not surprised.
you get
Optimus is
the
like, I am deceased.
you get the
No.
you get the feeling that spooky is Liam's word of the day. And the Night King kind of just smiles at him, just smirks at him. It's like, oh, Liam, why are you like this? And Liam's like, I don't know, my lord. I don't know why I'm like this today. I think I had too much to drink last night when we were, And the Night King's like, okay. He doesn't really react, he just kind of smiles and nods. Asher's just going like this.
Ash is just like, why are you like this?
He got like you get the sense that the Night King and Liam are really good friends, but usually Liam has a little bit more tact to be
Yeah.
respectful, and Asher's just like, why are you being like this right now?
Of all times, of all places, here, now. God damn
But-
it, man.
So, what happens? And he looks around the room. This is an invitation for ow, fuck me, ow, for anyone to speak. My hand just like cramped up really bad.
Nilo doesn't say this, but I want to say Asher got his ass kicked.
V's just gonna be like, I want to see Fox. He got hurt a lot, and she points at at Asher.
And actually, when you mentioned that Asher got hurt a lot, the Bled tries to get up off of her chair, and Asher's like, no, no, no. And he gets up and goes over and sits with his sister.
I healed him up already. He's fine.
And she's just like feeling his face, like checking him over, making sure her brother's okay.
Oh.
Nora's just
And
looking
V's
down.
also gonna be like, I also want to go home. I don't like the Fae, and I just want to go home, but I'm stuck in this shit, and I want to see the fox, and she's just sulking in her chair.
He lets you rant for a second.
We had such a fun adventure.
You can see the fox when I say you can see the fox. Not before. He has a really smooth, like, strong voice. He's not trying to command,
Yeah.
but you can tell he is expecting to be listened to.
100% obedience.
It's me able.
And Septimus is just like, oh fuck.
Sometimes it's like, this
Does
is
she-
very familiar.
Does she know if the Night King can read minds?
He's talked to you that way once before.
Okay. V's gonna like point to her head. I feel like
You hear in your head, what?
Crane's bondmate is ready.
Alright.
And he wants to see him, and makes me want to see him. And I don't know why I'm so emotional, but I just want to see him now.
He holds up a finger like, no.
She.
Oh, shut down.
We will discuss this later.
Okay. You see, he sees her just about to like open her mouth, and then she just pauses and then just sits back in her chair.
Sit down, watch, listen, learn something. Don't be insolent right now. And he usually, like, those of you who know him know that he while he's not heavy-handed like Nydeus is, he does expect obedience. He will allow some contest of his will, but he will stop it after a certain point. Like, he lets his people talk and try to convince him of things, but he at a certain point, if he has decided no is gonna be
It
the
is no.
answer.
Yeah, V's gonna turn into a little rabbit, and she's gonna turn her butt towards him, and just sit. And
Kieran.
just, like, she's not happy.
Kieran hops off of his shoulder. You guys see the little owl hop off of his shoulder, and he kind of stretches a little bit. He stretches his little wings, and then he lands behind the throne, and you see this little tiny shadow owl like morph into this big shadow dragon, and he just lays his head down in between the two thrones. Oh, don't worry about Kieran. He just wanted to stretch.
Okay.
And you get the sense there's no malice coming off of the dragon. There's no like anger or anything coming off of the Night King. Kieran literally just does what Kieran wants to do. So
Just stretches out and just head down.
The dragon's
Fuck him.
asleep now.
Yeah.
Kieran is knocked the fuck out. But Bled is still like fussing over Asher right now.
No.
Checking her brother over. The Night King listens to the report from Mithriel and from Robin and Ibeorn and kind of like does this. Alright. Well, obviously this was not a complete success, and obviously my mother has decided to advance her plans. So, here's what we're going to do. You lot, and he points to Robin, Mithriel, Ibeorn, and Asher. You all are going to go back, but you're going to stay in the colder climates, just in case you get ambushed again. That way, none of you are at a disadvantage. Then he points to you guys. And he looks at Mithriel when he says it, because Mithriel is the resistance leader, and you guys technically are working for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at Mithriel and he goes, I request you send your group to
He
the
just makes
other
spitting
climates.
sounds. Because she doesn't like being a part of Mithriel's group.
Send them to where?
Warmer climates. He wants you guys to take care of the areas where it would be bad for Ibeorn to go.
Mm-hmm.
You can say no, I've got other jobs. Things need to be taken care of back in the Hidden Court, but I don't think they're ready yet. Too dangerous there. As you well know, Robin. And he looks at Robin.
Yeah. Halgrim just.
And V. And he looks at you.
Yeah, she pokes an ear up. She is listening, but she's just, yeah. Does she?
God, I can't roll above a 4 right now.
Okay. Yeah, she'll pop back out of her hair form. And question: for like the warmer climates, does she know if Tardoman is a part of those warmer climates, or?
It's on the edge between the two.
Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, she'll just stay quiet.
What do we need to do with these warm places?
I have decided that it's been long enough of cutting ourselves off from the humans and punishing them for killing my son. I've decided to open the borders slowly and make amends with them. However, communication with them is difficult. A lot of the old ones are dead who remember what happened. A lot of them fear us because of lies spun by Nydeus. They think the winter, the nights, the autumn fae are dark, evil, murderers. When we do not interact. But we need human weapons if this comes to a physical conflict with the Day Court, which it will. And you can tell he's not worried about Bleden hearing any of this, because this is just, Nydeus probably already knows.
Yeah. V will speak up. She's like, We can go to Tardoman because I think Buckethead is still in charge, even though he would be probably in his late 60s.
If you know a contact, that's fine. We do have the list of contacts from Thoreus. And he kind of
By
looks
the way,
at
she doesn't
Thorian.
actually know his name. She just calls him Lord Buckethead.
He looks at Thorian when he mentions Thorian's dad. And Thorian actually looks kind of surprised. He didn't know that his dad gave this list. He just looks at Asher and he's like... Asher's just like, I'll tell you later.
Also, V will kind of look at Asher and she's just like, if you still have that amulet I gave you, the one that I said would help you if you were traveling through Tardoman, I would like that back.
He pulls it out and tosses it at you.
Yeah, she catches it.
And Nilo,
Yeah.
Blend keeps looking at you.
Hi.
Can I see if I noticed that?
What's your passive again?
At 21.
Yeah, you notice it. She's not
Yeah,
trying to
V-
hide it.
Yeah. V's just gonna smile. She knows things.
Hi, I'm Nilo. Pleasure to meet you.
He's a good wolf.
Asher, let me help. She kind of like shoves her brother off. Like, I'm done
wait.
fussing over you, you're fine.
I determined you're fine. Get off.
She like...
Such a sister thing to do. It's like, I'm okay. Push.
She does it gently, like she doesn't like shove
Yeah.
him. But she gently is just
pats
like...
him. Yeah,
He's like, he kind of like scrubs her head, but Nyla, you see his face,
he's just like, fuck.
and he's just like,
Oh, oh no.
just trying to keep that. just
she comes over.
Yes. Hi.
Night King doesn't notice shit.
Should I stand? He looks to Mithril, everyone else there. Like, should I stand? Should I stand up? I'm gonna stand up.
Is she gonna pee on him
no.
in mark territory? That's what's going on. Sometimes is not saying this out loud. This is Christina going, I'm concerned.
Oh no.
She comes over and she like, hold on, I gotta look at a Discord message. Because I forgot already what it said.
oh no.
Where is it?
Ah!
Bondage, where is it?
What are you looking
You
for?
know damn well what I'm looking for.
I don't.
Ah!
Send me what you're looking for.
Ah!
I was gonna say you could search in the Discord and it will.
Yeah, I don't remember what to search for. That's a problem.
There.
That's so good.
She comes up to you, Nilo, and she's short compared to you.
Oh no, is she a precious bean?
She's
V's
tiny.
just smirking in the background.
Oh, I
And
love
she-
her and I want to take her.
She
Oh my
kind of
God.
like
back to-
does this for a second, and then she looks at Asher. Very reluctantly, he nods.
Talking like, I don't. No.
Hi, I'm Nilo. I think I said that. I am confused.
She doesn't say anything. She's just kind of looking you over for a second. Nah.
Could I
Question.
help you in some way?
Can I roll an insight check on
I-
Bless?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
I'm making intelligence checks to try and red string theory this to like think
19.
out.
Something has thrown her off badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just kind of look at
Your,
Asher.
corkboard conspiracy.
Sometimes it's just like,
Roll for
I figured it
conspiracy
out.
theory.
I've figured it out. I've connected the dots.
Christina, I'm gonna message you.
Yeah, just kind of look at Asher like,
This is a smart boy. He's
confused.
just like,
but not call attention to it.
yeah.
She kind of looks at him. Looks at Nilo. She looks at you for a second.
Sorry, have we met?
You don't remember me? And she kind of like puts her hands on your face.
Oh.
And Niren, why don't you remember me?
What?
Fee in the
I am
background is
confused.
probably just going to like just shake her head like he doesn't.
My name is Nilo.
No. Asher's like... he slowly raises his hand. And the Night King, this whole time, the Night King's just sitting back like, not moved.
Just observing.
He's just observing.
He's watching. He's always watching.
Yeah.
And Liam's like, what is going on?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Helgam just looking between Asher and Bled. Just the face of just like,
Sister, I may have done something a while ago. I found a thing. And he points at Nilo and I found that thing
I am not a thing.
a while ago. You know what I mean. He's like scratching the back of his head. He's like,
All right, pardon my Elvish. What the fuck is going on?
whoa.
Bee's gonna
Whoa!
Bee's gonna come out. She's just gonna stand up and she's gonna go next to Nilo and she's gonna be like, "This woman here is," and she's gonna pause for like a little bit, get Nilo's attention. It's like,
I am looking at you. I am confused.
she's your mother.
The dots are connected.
And I knew this since you and she points to SB and she's like, since you two did a thing, I sort of put two and two
That's a
together.
crime.
That's the crime.
He's not focused on the fact that he was just told who his mother is. She's mad as she's fucking peeping
Sorry.
Tom.
Wait,
Look,
what?
I'm a puka. I
No,
try to find
you
information.
wouldn't have said that. That
which
was
I'm
for
good
me.
at. It's not my fault that I figured it out before you did. It's not my fault that you had no idea who she was in the first place. And it's not my fault that I decided to tell you now instead of
Quiet
much
down.
earlier when I could have.
But that makes no sense. The first things I remember is just wandering the autumn woods by myself. That's
Asher just kind of like,
That seems to have been Asher's doing.
I did it to protect my sister. Do you want me to tell him, Bled, why he's gone from you? She kind of just shakes her head like, no. And she looks up at Nilo. Nydeus took you from me, and I thought he killed you, and he must not have. And she looks at Asher like she's not sure whether or not to be mad at Asher for hiding you or grateful that he kept you secret.
all right. Nilo's just has like a pretty much blank look on her face, trying to understand all this. Eventually, he just kind of just looks to everyone at the table, looks to Bled, and then he gives Bled a big hug.
Aww.
V probably walks back to her seat now. Seeing the hug, she's just like, okay, I don't need to be in this family moment. Goodbye.
No, she
Well,
doesn't even walk
Simpson
there.
back through
Yeah,
the-
she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't even walk. She just is there and then is gone.
Yeah, it's just like shadow step, bam, in chair.
Are you, Myth, are you asking him that, like, right now?
No.
Actually, hold on, I need to... He's awake,
Mm-hmm.
but he's still foggy.
Okay, that's fine.
So he's not sure what's going on.
I'll wait for a moment of clarity then.
She gives Nilo a big hug, and she's actually crying a little bit.
Aww.
And the Night King kind of just nods and gives a small smile to Nilo. You get the sense he knew.
V's just gonna comment, by the way, he's your stepdad.
Yup.
I'm being overwhelmed with information. Slow it down, please.
And then V's kind of like, have no idea who your dad is. I just figured out the mother part. I mean, I can try to find out.
V, I will entangle you again, I swear. Let me just have this.
Helgrim at this point is kind of
He's
just
just-
doing mental math, but not really doing anything.
Helgrim, you can guess.
Yeah. Helgrim has a strong inclination of who.
You're just gonna hear V comments like, I'm more fun when I'm not tied down. So the entangle part.
Septimus is like gonna be like,
But she's very emotional, huh?
Nora's still just looking at the ground.
At this point, also, the Night King looks away from the family reunion going on.
Yep.
Looks at Nora.
Fuck.
Why are you hiding, little mage?
He's shaking.
Why are you shaking? I'm sure you've been told the news. So why hide? And Ivyorn's actually looking at the Night King like he's not sure if he's not sure if the Night King is going to act against her or if he's just trying to talk to her.
She's still shaking, but she's not really gonna respond.
We'll talk later. I will see you perhaps after dinner. We'll talk. And the door behind the thrones opens again, and someone you guys all know comes out. Foma, the commander, comes out of the door. And Bled and Asher both kind of turn around and look, because apparently Bled didn't know he was here, and he's not hiding himself.
Emotions. Riding high.
Asher,
Family reunion.
Wait a minute. Now that then connects the dots that the commander is Blood and Asher's father. Now that makes him
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Papa.
he's got probably pockets full of candy. You can get in on that.
It's all forehound candy.
Book connects. Magic.
the commander comes out, and Asher kind of takes a few steps toward him, and then stops because he's not processing it properly.
It all comes down at once.
I told you. Oh, damn, my chair.
And Bleden just kind of looks at him, and she's still hugging Nilo.
Just drags Nilo with.
She kind of just starts to, like, lose her legs.
I just
Nilo
hear V go,
would try to keep her
"That's
from
Grandpa."
falling if he didn't have 9 strength. Or no, he doesn't have 9 strength. That's some other character. Sorry, he has 12. We're good.
But yeah, you can hold on to her. She starts to kind of lose her legs a bit, and she's still crying. Like, the crying's not stopping. Like, she's like openly weeping at this point.
today's a good day.
And he comes over and he kind of like brings Asher over and he's like, it's okay. He like hugs all three of you.
Oh.
And the Night King's just, he seems content and happy right now. As he can be, at least. He's watching Blood intently though. Like he's waiting for something.
Helgrim, who doesn't really show emotion, is trying very hard to not show emotion and failing.
Actually, I need to roll to see if she is okay.
Does she get advantage because family reunion?
She gets disadvantage because family reunion.
Oh no.
Fuck!
She's still grumpy in the background, but she's a little bit more happier, but she's still very
About what I
grumpy.
thought was gonna happen. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys are sitting there watching this lovely little family reunion. And for a moment, it seems like things are going good.
Ah, damn.
It seems like things are going really good.
Waiting for the
That
butt.
ominous music.
Yeah.
Waiting for the beat to drop.
Yeah.
Wrong
Question-
music.
Hold on, Ori. I will send it to you. There you go.
There we go.
That's what I want to know.
Nope. Get out of here with that music.
So, you guys are sitting there and you watch. The Night King is watching Blood very intently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, almost waiting for something to happen. Because every time she seems to have a moment of joy or peace
Yeah, and
or
at
happiness.
At this moment, Helgrim is also collecting the dots of.
Helgrim, you've seen it happen.
Yeah, Helgrim is just
You know
like,
what's
this is a
coming.
nice moment. Bledden is.
She lets go of Asher and lets go of Nilo. And starts grabbing her head.
V probably figures out what's going on too.
And
From
she starts crying harder and just starts whispering, no, 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 no. And then she starts screaming a bit. And we're gonna call it.
You're mean.
You're a butt.
I'm just gonna show you. I rolled for him. I rolled for Nydeus. And I rolled for her. This was her roll.
What is it? I can't.
6.
Oof.
6.
His was like a fucking 18.
He rolled a lot higher than she did.
Well, Nilo is motivated.
The dots are connected.
Septimus spot.
Septimus has like got his like conspiracy theory board out. He's like stringing it like. Pick it out. Everybody else 2 seconds later. Yeah.
All this.
Yeah, we figured it
I
out.
think I figured it out. No, that is. Oh,
It's like,
But-
I was.
I made the board.
I did the thing.
What?
I figured that's a good spot to call it.
No.
So. Yeah.
I wanted to fight Wolf Mom.
No.
No.
No, you don't.
But I want to.
I will dimension door you out of here so fast, madam.
The best,
Well, they
softest
have to be
wolf
willing.
mom.
Oh, don't say that. Like, let's just go for a walk and go see your fox friend. Let's go. Poof, bye.
I mean, if you said the fox friends, you would understand.
So I like the dynamic there because it's either V escorting Septimus somewhere or Septimus escorting V away from doing something stupid.
Yep.
Septimus wants to really impress like Robin Hood. Like he's like gotta be on the
Also, when you see, I will note when that happens, everyone in the room, besides you guys, tenses the fuck up,
Oh yeah.
and
well,
their hands are on their weapons.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Helgrim's is too. Just
I mean, V
Septim-
has seen things, but obviously not experienced them herself.
Septimus detects some true name bullshit going on.
Oh no, Mancy.
Because
Septimus would be
watched
right.
The whole thing happen.
Septimus would like to rage.
how dare you ruin this peaceful family reunion?
The precious wolf
V would like
mom.
to rage.
Like seriously, why didn't they come out with that like when I was making Septimus? Because I wouldn't 100% have gone with that.
I'm
like,
going to say there's probably a few NPCs who have a few levels in that.
I wouldn't be surprised if my father did. Because
I wouldn't be surprised if both Nydeus and Sorella did.
They don't need a class for that.
Oh, I
That's
know.
just inherent true Fae bullshit.
Oh,
Kill every last one of them.
Anything can use something else's name.
I know.
Yep.
The problem with Bled, she gave it to her. She gave it to Sorella, and part of her punishment.
Who would do anything like that? Like giving their true name away to anybody?
She got tricked into it.
Smart idea.
Best part is V doesn't know hers. Yay!
You don't have to know it for someone else to find it out.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't know it, so it doesn't matter.
So, but yeah,
She can't be tricked into giving it away.
think about what you're gonna do next week. I will remind you guys, we do not have a session on November 4th because both of us will be on
Are
a
gonna be
plane
gone.
coming back home.
Okay.
So,
Quick thing, if
Yeah.
you don't mind. Are we picking up right in this moment?
Yep.
Or okay. So no time for text RPs then.
The 30 minutes.
you've got the time, about the
the
hour
time-
and change when
Yeah, the time before the Sentinel show. That's
yeah,
fine.
but there's not much because Asher didn't
Yeah.
do the Asher didn't unblock you because he just now told on himself, so he'll do it after this
Yep, we
But
gonna find
hey.
out.
moment is done.
And V
we we
tried
know
to-
who Nilo's mom is, and I have a
Yep.
pretty good idea that Nilo's dad is in Helgrim's head. I might be
well,
wrong,
V doesn't
but
know. I know.
I know.
Yeah. Me and Blood Mage know very well.
well,
Yep.
yeah. I like how everybody sees like grand secret things that not even they know about, and Helgrim's is just like. The easiest way to keep people off of me is by not doing anything exceptional.
All right, so yeah, we'll call
That
it
was
there. We will play next week. The only time this month that we're not gonna have a session is in the next few weeks is gonna be the 4th, barring anything stupid.
All right.
So,
That's the only planned.
and I'm gonna try and work on the wiki some more tonight at work.
Okay.
I should be back in time next week, but I'm going home I'm like up north home on Friday, and I'll be coming back on the Monday, but I should be home barring terrible traffic. Because you can cross a whole country here. It's not like America.
Yup,
Yeah, it's
where
the
you
same
can
in
drive
Australia.
for
It takes 8 hours to get to
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
It
if you
takes me 9
if
hours
you
to
guys
get
wanna
home.
share your
Sorry,
shit,
random, that sucks.
Septimus is like partially freaked out about something, and he's just like, keep it together.
if
Also,
You're
they're
not
two
feeling
related.
good.
if you guys wanna share your shit before I raid someone,
That's effort.
I don't care
Everybody
anything.
should be on TikTok. It's amazing, and I'm not addicted at all.
I am here. This is
You can
like-
just follow me on Nuka on everything.
This is like the
What-
only.
Blood Mage
This
96
or
on
this?
everything.
I don't know if it's here or here. One of these things. On everything.
Oh shit! I broke my chair.
you guys can find me obviously here, Twitter, pretty much everywhere at the Lady Ori And you can go check out merch store at sonerdware.com/Ori, and you can get merch for the game. There's like sweatshirts and shit.
Sweatshirts and shit, dog.
Sweatshirts and shit. So if you type in discount code all caps Faye, you get 10% off. Go do it. Go get a sweatshirt. They're great. They're nice and comfy. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Let's raid Schmugen or Arkoff. You guys pick.
Arkoff is
Okay.
playing Anime Souls.
And Schmugen is playing Hitman.
I'm just gonna say, make sure
Move
you're
on.
actually streaming.
Let's just raid Arkoff.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's go give the best ginger some love.
I don't know.
Huh?
Tell him he's a butt, but could be.
He's a good bean. Bye guys. Bye bye.
Goodbye.